So we are 2 weeks in since announcing that I plan to be your next mayor of London. I just want to thank everyone out there who's been massively supportive of this. You know, this is something that we were really working on for months and months, and really crafting our message and crafting our policies and really doing a lot of building behind the scenes. But it wasn't until 2 weeks ago that we announced that we plan on being your next mayor of London, and we plan to move into City Hall on May 7th, the day after the election. And we're just so excited, and I can't thank you enough for the incredible support that we're getting from everyone out there, from the comments to people stopping me in the street, stopping me in the gym, speaking to me in taxis and saying, I'm going to vote for you for our next mayor of London. It's just been absolutely incredible. You saw the bookmakers last weekend start us off at, I think, 100 to 1. Somebody was 150 to 1. And how those odds have now been crushed all the way down to 50 to 1, 25 to 1, 20 to 1, 16 to 1. Now we're even down to 14 to 1 in one of the bookmakers, soon to be in second place. We're currently in third place, which is the highest ranked of any independent candidate in the history of the London mayoral election. And this is me, an independent candidate. Some would say I'm a YouTuber. And now we are going to City Hall. And I keep saying we, because it's not me, it's we. I feel like together we are going there to make the changes that we all know need to be made. And yet this current crop of politicians with their vested interests and their careers in politics can't make the simple, obvious decisions, which are get London back to work. Let's make a proportional response to this virus. Let's put science first. Let's put our health first. Let's put education first. Let's figure out the transportation network in this city. Let's make London safe again, make our streets safe, make our children safe. And let's do so many of the things that I want to do for this city. But those alone would be 180 degrees different than anything any politician is saying right now. And that's why this race is such a layup with your support, because we are saying things that are radically different than the Labour Party and the Conservative Party, who are supposed to have different opinions, but it's all lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. They all say the same things. They're restricted even in what they can say by their own party politics. They can't make decisions on their own. And guess what? We are completely opposite. We are making decisions based on what you say. I am here to serve the 9 million citizens of this city, and I will do so based on what you tell me you want. And I'm looking around and I can tell you what everyone else told me that they want. But we've got to get this city back to work. The reason cities exist is because of commerce and trade. We've seemed to have forgotten that. And we can get back to work safely because most of the population can be safe. And yet we've been sold a whole nother, bunch of nonsense as far as how we can. And the crazy thing is our current mayor literally crusaded to lock this city down, even though most boroughs don't even qualify for that because they're less than 100 cases per 100,000. So don't get me started. But the more I learn about this process, the more I realize that, it's just politicians with vested interests and careers in the public sector, and they do the wrong things. The truth is that, honestly, this is the worst thing I can do right now for the next 3 years of my life is go run this city. And that's probably why I should do it, because it's not in my interest to do it. Our business is great. London Real has never been bigger, and I should continue broadcasting. But at the same note, I can't sit by and watch this current group of politicians run the city I love into the ground, the city where my children are growing up in, the city where my people are, all the London Realers. And if I don't do it, who will? Nobody. And we'll continue to have these ridiculous policies for years to come. So I'm willing to do this, and I'm willing to do it to serve this city and, not just think about my own interests for the next few years. And I'm super excited by the challenge, and I'm confident that with your help, we can pull this off and literally show the world what a major metropolis can look like when people approach the problem intelligently. We make a proportionate response. We use science-based decision-making, and we show real leadership from the front. And get this place back to work. It's what we all want. It's going to save our livelihoods, our mental health, our physical health. It's going to save our younger generation, Generation COVID, the lost generation. I have children, and I don't want them to see what we have coming up. I want them to feel optimistic about the future, like I did when I was a kid. And there's no reason we shouldn't. We have the greatest city in the world, at least we used to, before they ran it into the ground. Let's make London a world-class city once again, shall we? So, more to come. This is a marathon, not a sprint. We got 6 months left. We got a lot of awareness. We're looking for volunteers as well. So if you can come to our website, sign up to our email list, we'll let you know. We're going to need everyone's help before and during this entire process, because I need your help. And I also need you to stand up and lead your lives and lead your families and your friends and your communities to a better result. It's going to take all of us stepping up our game, but I'm confident we can do it. And I can't wait to show the world how much London can lead the world. We can show New York how it's done. We can show LA how it's done. We can show Paris and Madrid and Tokyo how it's done. And I'm excited to do that. And I'm excited to be your next mayor of London. So thank you so much for the support. I appreciate the comments. Leave me your comments below. Share this video out there. And let's go take London in a new direction. I appreciate you very, very much. Let's do this.